Hey everyone, it's Peter here, and today I'm pretty excited because I'm starting the custom tuning process on my M340i. For those who don't know, I'm actually currently tuned with Mission Performance, which has previously worked with Toyota's TRD division to first tune the Toyota Supra. And so I've actually been running their OTS E30 tune for over a year now. It's been really reliable. I've never had any issues with it. I'm currently running a M80 catted downpipe as well as a engine intake, and according to their dyno charts, I should be pushing around anywhere between 470 to 480 wheel horsepower. So with this tuning option, specifically with a custom tune, they give you a questionnaire that you fill out, and you get to select the fuel, what kind of mods you have, and then you just have to record some data logs and send it over to them. So for today, I decided to choose, I want to go up to the E40 blend, since I wanted just to get a little bit more E-content to hopefully get a little bit more horsepower and torque as well. As for you guys may not know, I actually did get XHP, which is a transmission tune for my car. I got this about a month ago, and it helps make my shifts just a little bit quicker too, and it did reduce all of my torque reduction. So should make the car run a little bit quicker. But right now, let's go head over to the gas station to get a little bit more E, and let's go get driving. Again, everyone, I love the interior of this car, especially at night when the ambient lighting just really absolutely shines. The car really feels really special to me. And again, coming from a Honda Civic from a couple years ago, this feels absolutely amazing to drive. Just hearing the exhaust, hearing the gear changes, hearing the turbo noises, especially with the intake. Again, this car feels very, very special. I don't think there's many cars out there, especially for the price point, that can match this M340i. As for life updates, everyone, I actually just attended a career fair today for my school. It went pretty well. I was able to talk with people I wanted to talk to. I was able to network with the people I wanted to network. So things should be going well. I'll keep you guys updated hopefully by the next video. But yeah, let's go head over a couple more minutes before we get to the gas station. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go over how to calculate E-content for your car, especially without a flex fuel kit. So it might seem a little bit tricky your first couple times, but eventually you're gonna get it down. So right now, I usually take a look at how much gas I have left, and right now it says I have about half a tank. So what I usually do is ask ChatGPT and say, hey ChatGPT, I have about half a tank left of E30 fuel in my M340i. And for your case, who's watching this video, you might have 91 octane or 93. You can just say I have about half a tank left or a quarter tank left of 93 or whatever fuel you have. And then you'll say how many more gallons of 91 and E85 do I have to mix before I reach my supposed blend that I want to get. So for my case, I want to hit an E40 blend. So I'm going to ask how many blends or how many gallons of 91 and E85 do I have to mix to fill up my half a tank before I hit a E40 blend, if that makes sense. I guess I'll just show this on the screen when I'm gonna put in, but it's pretty simple. Right now I'm gonna go fill up on some 91 and then gonna head over to the gas station across the street to get some E85 at the Chevron right above there. All right, let's go get some of that E. Okay, and then so once you have the proper fuel that you want, you're going to use your Wi-Fi adapter. In this case, I have the MHT one, which is universal, or I also have my OBD2 to USB-C cable as well. Either one works fine. Just make sure to go plug into OBD port and just plug it into your phone, and then we're going to go set up everything on the Mission Performance app. So the data logs are actually quite simple. What Mission Performance recommends you do is that you put your car into Sport Plus and leave it into manual shifting. They do recommend you leave the car in third gear at around 2,500 RPM and floor it until you hit 6,500 RPM, where you're gonna shift to fourth gear. And then once you're in fourth gear, you're gonna proceed until you hit 6,500 RPM, and then I believe you can let off. You're just gonna do this twice, and then once you finish with that, you're gonna finish your data log, and it will automatically send it to the servers at Mission Performance. Again, it's really simple. Let's go get this done. Alright everyone, we're just trying to find an empty street where we want to do this because obviously you don't want to pull any attention. But what helps is that I have XHP, which helps you find what gear you're in a little bit easier. But obviously once you're in manual mode, it's not too much of an issue. But anyways, let's see, I'm in third gear right now. Oh my goodness. This car is so quick. It's like, not like the Civic where you can just do this easily because you're not going to go like federally incriminating speeds. Just that this car is actually so fast that you have to be really cautious about where you do this, especially the time you do this. So I make sure to do this at night because again, you can't do this like during the day because again, this makes too much power to be done. Anyways. So around 2,500 RPM and then car already pulls so quick with just the off-the-shelf E30 tune and downpipe. Still freaks me out how much power this makes. So the fact that like getting a custom tune is going to be a little bit better tailored, making a little bit more power, and especially with Mission Performance's reliability. Again, they're known for having making the tunes reliable and like OEM plus essentially kind of. So again, I think pair this with XHP with the transmission tune. I think this is going to be an absolutely killer combo. Back when I had really bad tires and I didn't even have an XHP tune, I raced a Hellcat back then in a roll, and I kept up with him pretty well. Obviously, he still beat me just a little bit in the top end once we hit, I think, like 120 plus. But still, the fact that off-the-shelf E30 tune without even a transmission tune and good tires, I was able to keep up. So I can only imagine what how it's gonna be like once I get my tune fully fleshed out. But again, I'm super excited with this this custom tune with Mission Performance. I'll keep you guys updated. Again, this is just the first data log, but I'll give you guys a update once my second one comes out. Peace out. Oh, one last thing I like about having a open vented carbon hood is that like you can literally feel the heat every time you put your hands over it. So it's a little bit cool. It helps out with the heat dissipation for sure. But get you guys a carbon hood.